By the 2000s, George W. Bush years, much of the initiative in community development was focused on faith-based organizations or churches in general. Uh, and there was more removal of federal support for housing and job training, much of which was the focus of the prior Clinton administration, as well as war on poverty and urban renewal and so forth. So the Bush years sought to further reduce federal support for community development efforts and can be viewed as an extension of the Nixon and Reagan administrations in that regard. Obama years of late 2000s, uh, Obama was trained in community development, community organization, so he had a strong commitment and understood what the process was and implemented several initiatives that were definitely supportive of community development process. The American Recovery and Reinvestment Act went into effect, the Choice Neighborhoods Initiative, the Promise Zone Initiative, and of course his signature piece, the Affordable Care Act, which is focused on healthcare. So persistent themes in community development throughout history have been about the role of public participation, citizen participation, and overcoming power disparities and inequalities to make that participation wider. The roles of race and class have always been a dividing line throughout the process, especially in the 20th century in the context of the United States. And the idea of support versus control is also something that we continue to wrestle with. To what extent should state and federal players provide both? Certainly, support is needed in terms of resources for many community development efforts to come to fruition, but who gets to control the process? Generally, as we'll discuss, preferences for local control and higher levels of support. But we'll talk about that in some other places. Thank you.